Welcome to County Colours. There was an idea. The idea was to bring together a group of remarkable people, to see if they could work together, to chase the trophies everyone dreams of, to form a team that everyone can believe in, and to restore the pride in representative team football. This is Rep Team Football. Representative team football in Devon comes in three forms. The Devon Schools FA for under 14 and under 16 girls and under 16 boys. The Devon Emerging Talent Centre for girls between under 12s and under 16s. And finally, County FA representative football. Across all formats, the squad selected will represent Devon for both schools football and County FA football.
In a nutshell, it is where individuals kind of represent their county, and obviously in this case, obviously being Devon, it's a selection of school nominations and club nominations, and then we pick from there to kind of form a representative team.
Over the course of the campaign, we'll be following the under 16 boys as they represent Devon both regionally and nationally. This season, the team will enter three different competitions. The South and West Counties Championship representing the Devon FA, and then the South and West Schools Championship and the English Schools FA Inter-County Cup representing the Devon Schools FA.
So the rep teams have been brought back 2 years ago. We onto competitions of the South and West Counties for the FA, which we play against Cornwall and Somerset home and away. And then we've also joined the South and West Schools Championships, which we play fixtures against Wiltshire, Somerset and Gloucestershire FA, and for the first time this season we have entered the English Schools National Cup.
It's June, and the first day of the Devon County FA representative team trials has arrived. Over the next 2 weeks, over 150 players will compete for one of 21 spaces in the team's final squad.
So we had nominations from school teachers and club coaches to nominate at least 4 from either their school or from their grassroots club. We doubled in size in terms of the nominations that we had from last season. So we had over 150 nominations this season, and we had the small task of narrowing it down to a squad of 21.
So this year we really tried to step up the recruitment process for the squad. Last year I think we had around 82 trialists, and this year it was up to over 150. So we were able to really kind of widen the net in terms of, you know, getting out to schools, getting out to our local clubs as well, to really understand, you know, who the coaches or who the teachers think are the stronger players in their school or club respectively. That gave us a real broad net, if you like, of players coming to us for the trials.
So, with a vigorous recruitment process complete and every player having given it their all, it was left to the coaching staff to assemble their Avengers, capable of challenging on 3 fronts across not only the southwest, but nationwide. And after hours of deliberation, the squad was set. "21 selected, but there was just one position left to fill. All great teams need a great captain. Enter your skipper for the 2025-26 season."
So I'm Travis Goodall. I play for Drake currently on a Saturday, play for Bridge on a Sunday, and then Devon when I'm selected. My earliest memory was probably when I played for Matt about 7 or 8 years ago, when all I did was play with goal net and not much more. Probably say when I played my first game. Everything just, went smooth as it could go. It was in Kent at the school, the changing rooms in Skulls. He was just going through everything about how we're going to play, what we're going to do, and then all of a sudden he selected who the captain was going to be, and I got selected.
Caught you off guard? Was it a pleasant surprise?
Yeah, I didn't expect it. Expect a lot, but I want everyone to play well. Obviously it's hard sometimes because you're not always going to get that, but so everyone can try, then everyone wins individual battles, and that most of the time you get the result you need.
And with that, the squad was complete. The first assignment for our newly assembled squad was an induction evening, and whilst everyone sat through Jake Ramday's important presentation, attention quickly switched to an opportunity to see the lads in action for the first time.
Again, fortunately, through Matt's links with Plymouth Argyle's post-16 programme, we were able to kind of get the boys onto the pitch for a game as well and just sort of see how they deal with different situations. And it was, for the first time the group have played together, it was a really joyful game to watch.
Going up against a post-16 programme was always going to be a challenge for our newly assembled squad, but they didn't show any signs of nerves and started brightly, firing off some early warning signs against their opponents. However, football can turn quickly, and against the run of play, Argyle score. Devon didn't drop, however, and through Tierno Low, they're quickly on level terms. With the game level at half-time, it's anyone's for the taking and both sides are still in contention. But Devon come out firing in the second 40, and once Jack Brown opens the scoring with a goal of the season contender, the goals kept coming. 2 became 3, 3 became 4, with each player making their impression and showing off what they can do ahead of what's going to be a packed campaign in 3 different competitions. And when centre-back Ethan Rowe rounded off the scoring to make it 5-1, a very satisfying night's work was complete, and the signs of this squad's talent and determination was on show for all to see. No one was more impressed than Coach Nick, and he highlighted the importance of where they're at compared to previous seasons.
To be honest, I think they did really well, and it's nice because we're way ahead of where we were this time last season, and it just kind of helps that we're kind of looking to give them more opportunities to actually get on the pitch together and play across this season as well. And I think the benefits that's going to have for everybody involved, it will hopefully be there for all to see.
Devon will compete in 3 different competitions across the season. However, the teams start with arguably the most challenging of the 3, the English Schools FA Inter-County Cup. Devon have a proud history in the competition. The last time the under-16 boys entered it, they were victorious, and our under-16s and under-14 girls have both reached the finals in the last 2 seasons. The best players from across the country representing their county. And whilst the draw is completely random, Devon are handed a tough assignment in the first round, an away trip to Surrey. The team's first competitive game together doesn't get much tougher than that.
So like you just alluded to, we've got the small local trip of Surrey away in the National Cup. That is a national cup from all different schools involved up and down the country. We are fortunate enough to be involved in that one again, with the finals being held at the prestigious Stoke City ground. So if we're lucky enough to reach the final, we'll go to there.
Well, boys, welcome to Winston Churchill School. Big game today, first game as the first competitive game together. We are buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Hopefully you all are as well. Really, this is kind of the last 3 or 4 months of work. Today, obviously now, is going to set the tone for the rest of the team.
We will have an opportunity to then play and go and do everything that we're all about. We have to make sure in that first 5, 10, 15 minutes we earn the right to play. Alright, that makes sense? Yeah. Brilliant.
The day has arrived, the first competitive game for the Devon Under-16 boys. Up against them, an experienced Surrey side at their home ground in Woking. Led by skipper Travis, it's now up to the team to deliver what they've been working towards over the last couple of months. As they did in the friendly against Argyle, Devon start fast despite the 4-hour journey. Wingers Ben Jolly and Jack Brown sending speculative efforts over the bar. But it isn't long before the pressure tells. Lurking on the edge of the penalty area is Charlie Oram, ready to fire Devon into the lead. A dream start for Devon, and they continue to create openings without taking their chances. Would they live to rue those misses? Short answer, yes. Goal-scoring hero Charlie Oram concedes an unfortunate penalty, and Macker in goal is unable to keep it out as the striker sends him the wrong way. So all to play for in the second 40, but with the wind against them, Devon are being made to work hard in defence. Jolly and Brown once again test the keeper in the opposition half, but are unable to give Devon a vital lead. And just when extra time looks nailed on, heartbreak, or so everyone thought. Surrey looked to have scored a winner in the dying moments of the game, but following a lengthy consultation with his linesman, the referee gives a foul on Ethan Rowe, gifting Devon a second chance. So extra time it is, and buoyed by that opportunity, Devon come out like lightning in the first half of extra time. Jake Cuff wins the first header before Jack Brown sprints onto the second ball, giving it to Jolly, who is in acres of space on the left-hand side. He beats his man, stands it up for Thomas Ross in the middle, who fires into the roof of the net, giving the keeper no chance and Devon a 2-1 lead. That goal lifts Devon, and all of a sudden they're piling on the pressure, seeking a third goal which would surely seal their place in the second round. And unlike the first half, Devon make their pressure count, winning a penalty, and it's that man again, Thomas Ross, who steps up to take it. Thomas Ross steps up and coolly converts the penalty for his second of the game, Devon's third, and surely booking their place in round 2. But Travis is quick to keep the lads' feet firmly on the ground.
I think that was when we went 3-1 up in extra time, and I was just telling all the lads, stay calm, do what we can. If we don't concede, we go through to the next round, which ultimately, with a bit of luck on our side, and the line will give us a bit of luck, we got through. Passion, that's all I can say on that one. Desire, want to win, nothing better than winning football games.
And with just the second half of extra time to see out, Surrey are unable to find a way through, meaning in their first competitive game together, away from home, Devon secured victory.
Yeah, it was really, don't think we could have asked for a better start to the season. To go a nice little trip somewhere that we've not played for a long time. Boys were well up for it. Pretty horrible conditions in terms of swirling wind and all that, but boys showed an awful lot of character in what was a really close game that could have gone either way. There was lots of ups and downs. Surrey having their late goal chalked off, and then obviously going into 2 lots of 10 minutes extra time, and kind of scoring a couple of goals in extra time was just fantastic for all the boys that were there on the day. You could kind of see the atmosphere in the group building just after one game, which was fantastic.
So the day belonged to Devon, a game that would bond the squad forever. However, as coach Nick alluded to, it wasn't without its struggles. But it couldn't get more dramatic than that, could it?